Hey everybody, welcome back to Jersey Boys Outdoors. This is our April 20th fishing report for the Jersey Shore. Well, we were able to get our boat in the water this week. That was pretty exciting.
It's official.
It's official. We're in the water. Launched it during a small craft advisory. Yeah, so that was fun.
We're not a small craft.
Our boat handled it well.
Yep.
We actually trolled for a couple hours looking for some stripers in the Great Bay, and there weren't any. So no.
If you're looking for stripers, Great Bay's probably not the place to go.
I do hear Fluke are out there, which is good. So we're excited for that. 2 weeks away, right?
That's right. Right. Can't wait. That's kind of our main deal. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready for some Fluke.
That's right. So Fluke's coming up. And don't forget our striper contest. Largest striper sent us gets our prize pack. We got some SS Bucktails, a Jersey Boy sticker. We got some bougie baits, and you'll be getting a custom Dava lure, right?
Yeah. Custom Dava. It's a striper plug from Dava.
They made for us, so it's got our Jersey Boys logo on it. So we're excited to get these in.
Plus, you get to go to our store, pick out anything.
That's right.
Any one thing from our store. Below.
Right.
And listen, just send that to us. You can hit us up through any of our social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, email. But I think our number one way is probably through our text line. We'll put our number up here where you guys can get a hold of us and send us in your reports.
That's right.
Anything else to get to before you?
That's all I got.
No, that's it. All right, we're going to get into our report now. And I tell you what, it seems like I'll just give you guys kind of cliff notes first. If you guys only want to watch the first 2 minutes of this report.
If you don't do that, we need our view time up. Can't shortcut this report.
Save this to the end. But listen, I'm gonna do you guys all a big favor right now. But listen, if you're fishing the Delaware River, use bloodworms. If you're fishing the surf, use clams. There you go. You guys can officially stop watching if you want to.
Just end the report. Thanks for watching. Good luck.
See you next week, everybody. But we're going to get into our actual report now with the pictures. So I'm going to start off with a guy who now has shoulder issues because of the amount and the size of striper he's been pulling in. We were debating even putting a slideshow at the end just to kind of show all the fish he's been sending us. It's really incredible. Mark Gilch has been on fire in Salem, New Jersey, fishing the Delaware River. He's using bagged bloodworms, and he says the fishing is best near the top of high tide, incoming and outgoing. He's got fish anywhere from 30 inches all the way to 44, and he's caught multiple 44 inches. Now, some of these fish were from the beginning of April, but the latest report he sent us was from April 16th, and it includes this nice 41-incher. And even his son, Gage, has gotten into the action with his first ever striper measuring at 33 inches. So, Mark, congratulations, man. Keep sending us the reports, and get some ice on that shoulder, man. We had Mint Diggity from Instagram. Mint, sorry, buddy, I didn't get your name in time for this report, but hopefully when you send us in your next report, we'll get your actual name in here. But Mint Diggy from Instagram, if you guys want to check him out, that's his Instagram handle. He's another guy who probably is a little sore from all the fish he's caught. He was also fishing the Delaware River in multiple locations and said pretty much everywhere he stopped, he was able to land some nice fish. The biggest fish being 44 inches, and they were all caught on bloodworms. We're going to stick in the Delaware River with Tyler Harkins, who was able to land his 32-inch striper while fishing with bloodworms as well as Delaware River. So, like I said, Delaware River, bloodworms. Heading over to Brigantine now, we have Jose Lopez, who got out on the sod banks with his father-in-law from 8 p.m. To midnight. They landed 4 total fish ranging from 30 inches to 37 inches. Their plug of choice was a Laser Shiner SP Minnow. He said they hit at the end of the outgoing and the beginning of the incoming tide. Jose did apologize about the picture quality and blamed it on his father-in-law, Mr. Martinez. So, Mr. Martinez, remember, you gotta actually catch the person's head in the picture.
Just throw him under the bus.
Listen, I'm sorry, but it does help when you have the person's head in the picture. So, Mr. Martinez, we gotta get you in some photography lessons. It looks like.
Oh man.
Then we're gonna go over to the surf. We got Tommy Venom, who landed this monster 40-incher while fishing with salted clams somewhere in New Jersey. So, you be the judge on that one. Let me know where you think he was fishing. Continuing with the surf, Brandon Volk and his buddy Jim Lauda were fishing Island Beach State Park and were able to land several slot stripers. And Brandon landed his 45-incher while fishing with fresh clams from Grumpy's tackle. And finally, I got to take a breath here after all this.
You're going to need an intermission before I start.
Seriously, right? Take a break, go get a drink of water. Then finally we have Scott Teskey and Mike Toman, who did well this week on the Raritan Bay while trolling Niner rigs and Ben Parker spoons. They were able to land a 37-incher and a 38-pounder that measured in right around 45 inches, which at this point we put them in the lead for our striper contest, but we'll see if that holds.
For a minute. All right, so I got Tim Keena was out with Dan Harrington. They were surf fishing off Seaside Park, landed 1 short and 2 keepers. They were using bloodworms and clams. They were fishing the incoming tide. And the Mystic Misfits went up to Sandy Hook. They didn't take Tommy. Tommy didn't go with them. He was busy apparently. They landed.
He was busy fishing somewhere in New Jersey. Yeah.
So in reality, all the Misfits did pretty well.
That's right.
But they landed 3 nice stripers, a 34, a 35, and a 40, all caught on lures. And Sean Johnson shared this picture. He said after 32 years being on this planet, he finally landed his first striper. He was an LBI using clams. So that's pretty awesome, getting your first striper.
Yeah, man.
That's exciting there. And Dave Minnick made his first trip of the year to LBI, and it was a good one. He said on his first cast, he landed a 28-inch striper, and he said it was steady action at the high tide going into the outgoing tide. So that's pretty cool. And Daniel Masmini shared a report from the Manic Angler Fishing Team. He was out tog fishing in Brigantine, was able to bring home 3 nice tog. Then in AC, he landed this 28-inch striper on a pink paddle tail. But it was, he told us about Matt Merkel, using a magic swimmer in the Delaware River, landed this monster 50-inch striper. So there you go. That is now our leader for the striper contest.
50 inch.
That's a big one, right?
It's a big fish, man. And again, Delaware River, man.
Delaware River, that's the spot to be right now.
Sure is.
All right, we got T Machine. This is the first time we've heard from him this year. Went out tog fishing, went out of the Great Bay, and they said they were chewing. Landed a 4-man limit, and Ted said the hot bite was on Peeps. I don't know how serious we're supposed to take that, but
fish or Ted.
Yeah.
Who was biting those Peeps?
Real and Rita, probably. He said Real and Rita held his own, was able to help fill the cooler as well, so that's cool. And Ricky Whitney shares a picture of her dad land this nice 37-inch striper in Pine Beach. And Fred Mays said they have been hammering them over the last month in the Raritan Bay. Didn't give any sizes, but from the looks of these pictures, looks like they've all been pretty nice fish they've caught. Well, guys, thank you so much for all the reports you send. We appreciate it when you guys send them, and it was great this week to get all these reports. Seems like the fishing has been great.
Hopefully it continues. I mean, it seems like the way these stripers are going, it's going to be an awesome run to continue on this spring, and can't wait for Fluke in a couple weeks.
That's right. So send us those reports, and good luck on the water.
See you next week.
Look at my names real quick. Tim Keena, Dan Harrington, Mystic Misfits, Sean Johnson, Dave Minnick. Daniel Masmini. What?
Is she or he an Olympian? Sean Johnson was the gold medalist gymnast.
Dude?
That's a girl.
Okay, it's not a girl.
Sorry, Sean. Just saying, Sean Johnson was...
Should have that in the report.
Oops. Sorry. And Sean no longer sends us reports. That's the end of Sean.
Girl named Sean?
Yeah, it's Sean. Kind of neutral.
Yes, we can use this as a blooper.
There you go. This is what happened. Listen, I was thinking this morning. I was like, we should do a report 1 week live. Like just
that would be a disaster.
Well, I mean, but listen, people can hop in on all this kind of stuff and they'd be involved in what in the world's going on, what it actually looks like.
All right, ready?
Sure.